So Arsenal don't buy players Real Madrid, Bayern, or Barcelona are interested in. Is that actually factual? Because the last time I checked, if I remember vividly, the last season we bought Kai Havertz, Real Madrid, Ancelotti, and Bayern were keenly interested in Kai Havertz, and he chose to come to Arsenal. But listen to this clip, and I'll come back to throw more light and debunk this myth. I'll be back. I'll be back. Listen to this.
I said this the other day, and people said Alexis Sanchez and Ozil, and I disagree because they were at that stage either wanted to leave or the clubs they were at, Barcelona and Real Madrid, wanted to let them go. I don't remember the last time Arsenal signed a player that was looked at as world-class to potentially world-class, who a gigantic other club wanted, who they went and paid the money for and convinced to join their football club. And that isn't a dig at Arsenal.
Nice.
You could throw Declan Rice into it. I'm talking about I'm talking about a Bayern Munich, a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, and the English players are a little different here in England. And I'm not trying to. Man United don't do it very often either. I'm talking about it would be a seismic move for Arsenal. A player who seemingly just wanted Barcelona. It would show a change in your direction. It would show that you've moved. You've always been a giant club, but I think it's a move that signifies the potential of moving into that next echelon.
So you heard that right? Now the way he framed this is corny, and you have to be very tactical and smart because he's trying to be like, oh, world class, but he now put players that Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern are interested in. Now he tries to discredit Sanchez and Ozil. When Ozil left Real Madrid, he was a world class player. So you cannot discredit it because he was surplus requirement at Real Madrid doesn't make him less of a world. It was still a world class midfielder when we signed him for that record signing for us at that time for the £2.5 million. Ozil was unfinished. Real Madrid needed to get rid of the player, and they did. And Ozil was still world class. Now Sanchez, if you say he's not world class, but when he was at Arsenal, we saw he was a world class talent. Now you have to be very careful because these guys try to frame it. They're trying to be cynics. In the last 3, 4, 5 years, how many world-class players have been available that Arsenal cannot sign? Now, Mbappe is a standard world-class player, and we know Mbappe's heart is set at Real Madrid. Aside from that, there is no obvious candidate of world-class. See, let's not play games. Nico Williams is not world-class. A few games at the Euros, being part of the team for Spain that won the Euros, doesn't make you world class. What has he won for Atletico Bilbao? I don't understand everybody trying to put Nico Williams on this world class level. What has he done for him to be called world class? Stop being gaslit, Arsenal fans. Now he said Arsenal don't sign players that the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern, or Barcelona are interested in. Like I said before, Kai Havertz, Real Madrid were keen on him, Bayern were keen on him, he came to Arsenal, right? Declan Rice, Bayern were keen on him. We saw the bidding process, he came to Arsenal. Timber, Bayern were keen on him, he came to Arsenal because let's not forget he said players that these traditional bigger clubs are interested in that Arsenal don't try and sign. Timber, I'm not saying he's world class, but Bayern is a traditional big club, and Bayern were interested in Timber, he came to Arsenal. Saliba is a world-class centre half right now. See, let's not have that debate anymore. Right? Even though we didn't buy him from big clubs, he's a world-class centre half. We did not buy Henry as world-class, but he became world-class. So sometimes it's not that Arsenal has to go out there and buy world-class players. Sometimes we can buy players on the periphery of world-class and they turn world-class at our club. So the argument that Arsenal has to go out there to prove to everyone that they are the main business by signing world-class players is nuanced. So you are trying to gaslight naive fans into some nuanced arguments. It's crazy. We're not going to do that. We are not going to fall for that trope. If there's a genuine world-class player that is ready and is available, is affordable, as I think Arsenal can match even Real Madrid for money. But sometimes some players choose to be in certain climate. We know that most South American players love to stay or go to Spain. They don't like to come to England. Does that mean the English clubs don't have pool or they can't sign world class players? How many world class players, right, that were genuine world class players already before they came to England that Manchester City, Man United, Arsenal, or Liverpool, or Chelsea have actually bought? Maybe Robinho when Manchester City paid for him. Aside from that, traditionally, these so world class players do not come to England. They like to stay in Spain. It is what it is. So don't gaslight Arsenal fans by saying that Arsenal don't try and buy world class players to move our ceiling up, because you are trying to plant an argument, plant a falsehood in Arsenal fans' heart that we have to go and sign Nico Williams. We have to convince him. Why should we convince the player who doesn't want to come? He wants to stay in Spain. He loves it there. If he doesn't want to come, you know that Arsenal can't afford it. If he doesn't want to come, there's nothing Arsenal can do. It is what it is. We saw it with Zubimendi. Liverpool wanted it. We can put the banter aside. If the player doesn't want to come, there is nothing we can do. So stop falling for this nonsense. That argument is stupid. That Arsenal don't try and buy world-class players. The players have to be willing to come. All this convincing, let's not be stupid. No, you can't convince people who don't like a particular climate. And traditionally, English club for some reason do not attract this South American or this especially most world class players come from South America, right? Unfortunately, most of them come from South America, and they prefer it in Spain because it's slower, as more technical. It is what it is. So I don't remember Manchester United buying any world class striker or player, rather. I don't know, scratch the striker, world class player that came and turned them around. I don't remember when they bought Veron, who was a world class midfielder. He flopped. Falcao, world class striker, then he flopped because it doesn't work that way. So the world class term that you have to go and buy a world class player or world class players to succeed is a nuanced conversation. It doesn't necessarily work the way he's putting it. I'm sure some of you will get my drift and some of you might disagree. It is what it is. I remain resolute that the argument is stupid and flawed. Mane, Salah were no world class players when Liverpool bought them. They're top class players, but they became quote unquote world class playing at Liverpool, playing a certain system that elevated their traits and abilities. Sometimes teams cannot just go and buy world class players because it might not fit what they do. And sometimes, like I mentioned one more time, some of these players do not like to play in England. If you check the history, the winners of the Ballon d'Or and the World Player of the Year, somehow they play in Spain. Most of them, not all of them, majority play in Spain and Italy. That should tell you something. Like the video on your way out. Very, very, very important. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this very, very nuanced argument that is very misleading because it has so many loopholes in it. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.